Awesome. Okay, let's begin.
Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. And today we have Dinesh back into my channel. So he will be talking about combustion, which is a very important topic in astrology. So for my Malayali audiences, let me tell you, this will not be a Malayalam translation kind of session. This will be a pure English speaking session. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can post your comment below the video. Then I will take all those questions and I'll make a Malayalam video day after tomorrow or any day in this coming week. And one more thing I would like to request you, please don't ask me like I have this combustion in this house. This is not a session for that. This is only a session for learning. You can learn from this and you can calculate from on chart. So welcome back, Dinesh. Thank you for coming in. Whenever you are very generous and whenever I ask you, you come in. So please share your knowledge about combustion so that people can get enlightened. And that's the ultimate intention of astrology.
Okay, first, thank you very much once again for giving me an opportunity to speak on astrology. Astrology is very close to my heart, and combustion is a very important topic in astrology.
Yes.
Okay, combustion is also known as Astangam.
Yes.
Okay, Astangam. Okay, in Kerala they call
Maudyam.
Maudyam. So whenever a planet comes very close to the sun, only the sun, or a graha that comes very close to the sun, it is known as Astangam.
Okay.
Okay, in astrology. Okay, so now for those who don't know astrology, okay, and only knows astronomy, they will be wondering, what do you mean by coming close to the sun? It's basically in your horoscope, if you see them together in the same sign, at very close degrees, it's known as combustion. Okay. So some might ask, how can a planet be coming close to the sun? That's because astrology is very Earth perspective. Okay. So from the Earth, when you look into the sky, the space, you will see planets moving, and then the sun. And whenever the planet is very close to the sun, it is known as combustion. It is nothing to do with the actual physical distance between the sun and the planets. Okay, this is a very important thing. Okay. And so, for example, let's give a degree to the sun. Okay. Okay. Let's say 1 degree. Okay. Let's say 1 degree. The sun is placed here at 1 degree. Okay. And so some astrologers, the moment they see Mars in the same sign in a horoscope, they see like that, they say, oh, Mars is Astangam. But maybe Mars is not Astangam. Okay. Say if Mars is at 29 degrees. Okay. Mars is not Astangam. It's very far away from the sun. Okay. So there is a distance. Okay. And now I'll explain about the distance. Okay. They are in the same sign, but they are not. Mars is not combust. Okay. So how you see the distance is, you see it from this table. Okay. Okay. This table is found in Parashara text. Okay. Okay. So for example, if you look at Brahat Hora Shastra, okay, I think you can't see Brahat Hora Shastra. Page number 100. Okay. By Ranjan publication. Okay, by Ranjan publication, you will flip to page 100, you will see this table. 100 or 200? 100. 100. Okay. 100. Okay, you will see this table. Okay, next thing. Planets have two kinds of motion. One is direct motion, one is retrograde motion. Okay, the moon does not have a retrograde motion. Moon only has direct motion, just like the sun. Okay, sun also direct. Okay. So when moon up to 12 degrees with the sun, it gets combust. Up to 12 degrees. Yes. Okay, take note of the word, the two words, up to. Okay. And I'll explain it later. What does it mean by up to? They say, for example, moon 12 degrees up to 12 degrees from the sun, it's combust. And in Indian astrology, they have another term for it. They call it Amavasya. Okay, or if it is ahead of the sun, then it is called Pradame, Pradipada. Okay, Shukla Paksha Pradame. Okay. Basically, Amavasya is considered inauspicious. It's because of this reason. Okay, basically, Amavasya is considered inauspicious because it is like the dark moon, and everything. It's because of something like it's very close to the sun, that kind of reasoning. Okay. But that doesn't mean somebody who was born in Amavasya is unlucky, inauspicious. No.
That's true.
Astrology should always be taken in totality. Okay. Just based on one thing, you cannot say that, oh, this person, this problem and everything. Okay.
One question, one thing I would like to tell you at this time, in Western astrology, they don't see either new moon or full moon as bad. They see new moon as the time to start a new beginnings, to start something new, and full moon as something to complete. So whenever this new moon comes, they will say like you will start something in your life. If it is at work, you will have a new project. If it is full moon, they will say you will complete something.
Correct.
But it can.
That is why my Guru Nadar, E.K. Dilip, he used to say, he used to ask us this question: Paurnami, is it considered auspicious? Then, so at that point of time, we are still learning. You see, so we were like, Paurnami is very auspicious, right? He said, no, it's not considered very auspicious because Paurnami is more of completion. You do something, you complete it.
Yes.
Then you use Paurnami Tithi as a particular day. But if you are starting something, say you are like, so what is completion? Example, you are getting a certificate. You're going to receive a certificate. You try to do it on Paurnami because it's like a completion of your degree course, for example. But when you're starting a venture where you see continuous progress, you don't want to do it on a Paurnami.
Yes.
So generally, that's why you see, even in Panchangs, they don't give the Paurnami Tithi as an auspicious day. Okay. So coming back to astrology, coming back to combustion. So then Mars 17 degrees is known in direct motion. It is combust up to 17 degrees. In retrograde 8 degrees. Mercury 14. Just follow the table. 12 degrees. Jupiter 11, Venus 10, 8, Saturn 16. Okay. This is one thing. So now are you able to see my screen?
Yes. This time it is. This time I'll tell you.
Okay, very good. Okay, so I had this example, correct? So say whether are they in combust? Are they combustion? No, of course not.
No.
So up to how many degrees is Mars combust? So you go back to here. Okay, no, up to 17 degrees.
17 degrees, yes.
Okay, so coming back here, you add 17. So 1 plus 17, 18. Up to 18 degrees, Mars is considered combust. Okay. Say 19 degrees, then Mars is quite far away. It is quite far away, so the combustion effect decreases. It's almost not there already.
Okay.
But what if Mars is exactly at 1 degrees? Then which is worse? Mars. Which is worse? Mars at 1 degree or Mars at 18 degrees? Which is worse?
Okay.
Mars at 1 degree is worst. Because it's known as rapt conjunction, very close to the sun.
Okay.
Okay, this is a very bad. So that is why when you visit an astrologer, it is important to write down the degrees for the astrologer, or for if you are an astrologer yourself, it's important to write down the degrees of the grahas. Okay. So Mars up to 18 degrees, it is combust, but at 1 degree it is worse. So then and then the effect decreases, the negative effect decreases as the degree increases.
Okay.
So say for example, Mars at 2 degrees is bad, but it is not as bad as Mars at 1 degree. Okay, then slowly you can increase the degrees. Then the negative effects decreases. So as you increase, so say at 17, so maybe at 10 degrees, it is not as worse as when Mars is at 1 degree. Same thing. Okay. Now, why did I choose 1 degree of sun? Okay, so let's say now I place Mars in Pisces. Okay, sun at 1 degree in Aries.
Okay.
Now I put Mars at 29 degrees at Pisces. Okay. Which is this considered a combustion? It is.
It is a it is a combustion because it is the late degrees. Sun is in the starting degrees.
Yes. So that is again why you need to write down the degrees.
Okay. Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute, Dinesh. I have a doubt. Like this doubt many people have, that Mars is at 29 degrees, Sun is at 1 degree. It is close combustion.
Yes.
But if Mars is at 15 degrees of Pisces and no, let's take Mars is at 9 degrees of Pisces and Sun is at 1 degrees of Pisces, Aries, that cannot be considered as a combustion, right?
No. Then it's no more combustion because 9 degrees is somewhere here. Okay. So you have to see the distance to the sun. So now it's what? 21 plus 1, 22 degrees. So it's more than that 17 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is close combustion. So actually, it's very important we take note of all these things. In the sky, we don't have actual divisions.
That's true.
We have given our divisions like that, Pisces, Aries, and all, because we connected the group of stars together, the constellation. But in actual sky, there is no partition. There is no partition. There is just, they are moving.
Yes.
Okay. So that's why it's very important to take note that Mars at 29 degrees, Sun at 1 degree, Mars is combust, and say we place Jupiter here, and Jupiter is say at say 29 degrees of Aries. Okay. 1 second. Okay, say Jupiter is 29 degrees of Aries. Okay. It's Mars that is combust. It's not Jupiter. Jupiter is considered non-combust. It's because it's very far away. Okay.
Okay.
I have
one question. See.
Yeah.
There are planetary friendships and enmity, right?
Yep.
So Sun is friendly with the Mars, Moon, and Jupiter. So does this friendship makes any difference in the combustion?
You see, then now we are adding another story. Astrology is first we look at one angle and then we add another story. Yeah, it depends. Okay. It depends. So if it's a friend, then of course, when it's a friend, Sun does not want to hurt the friend as much as compared to an enemy. Say you put Saturn beside, Saturn will be more hurt.
That's true.
Then in addition to that, we need to see what is the ownership of Mars, which houses it owns, which house. So there's so many factors,
Yes.
But yeah, for now we just speak about combustion alone.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, you brought a good point where if it's a friend, of course the negative effect will be lesser.
Okay, because that is also a repeated question from the viewers.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have covered these. Okay, we have covered about combustion, about planets close. Okay, so next thing, how about retrograde? So now let's introduce a topic, retrograde.
Retrogression.
Okay, retrograde. Now Mars, come back to the table here. Mars 8 degrees retrogression. So from Sun, you add 8 degrees, you have 9 degrees. Up to 9 degrees, Mars is combust. If it becomes 10 degrees, it's no more combust.
Okay.
It becomes so if it's like say 18 degrees, it's considered not combust because it's a retrograde. The same thing if you place Mars behind the Sun. Okay. Okay, but now it's no more
combust.
So it's, what did I say? It's 8 degree, right? Okay, so if it's 8 degree, so up to 23 degrees.
Okay.
Can, because the distance between from 23 degrees and above, Mars is combust. 22 degrees, not combust.
Not combust.
Like that. Yeah. Okay. So this is just an example. Okay. Okay, I think we are good to go further. Okay. Sometimes I've also seen some people will ask me, now how about Mercury? You see, Mercury, in almost everybody's horoscope, many people's horoscope, Mercury is considered combust. Why? Because Mercury can only be one sign away from the Sun or in the same sign. It cannot be even two signs. If anybody draws your horoscope having Mercury like say far away from the Sun, then you know that something is wrong with the horoscope. Okay, because Mercury is never too far away from the Sun. Okay.
That is the Lagna chart. Lagna or moon chart. But in divisional charts, the Mercury changes the place.
Yeah. Divisional chart, it will change. Okay. So this is one important thing.
Okay.
Okay. Then So Mercury, it gets very close to the sun. So some people consider Mercury not to be combust. But again, it depends. That effect of Mercury combustion is not as bad as when, say, Saturn is combust. Okay. So that's where you have to look at what is very rare in astrology.
That's what last class
you look for what.
One question. I'm sorry to interrupt. Like Guruji Sri Kenrao ji has told us in one class. I don't know whether he said Mercury is always combust, so you don't have to take Mercury combustion into consideration. But Dinesh, personally in my studies, I have seen if it is too close to the sun, there are issues related to the combustion of Mercury. So we cannot that's my opinion. We cannot just generalize that, Mercury, it has to be very close combust, right?
Yeah, like I said, whenever planet comes very close to the sun, then combustion. So yeah, like what you're saying, if Mercury is also at 1 degree, like for example, in this horoscope, Mercury is also at 1 degree, then of course you have to consider Mercury's combustion.
That's true.
Okay, so it depends on the closeness. So this is very important. Some ask me, why does not sun go into a planetary war? No, it never goes into a planetary war. Only other planets, when they come very close to each other, they go into a planetary war. Say we put Mercury and Venus together. Okay, they go into a planetary war. So say Mercury at both at 1 degree. Okay, both at 1 degree. Then you have a planetary war. Then you need to look at the minutes. So you say 20 minutes. And 1 second, I would say 20 minutes. Mercury in Taurus, 1 degree is 20 minutes, and Venus in Taurus, and it's at say 25 minutes.
Okay.
Then you see for the one that has the lower longitude wins the war.
Yes.
But again, there's a lot of difference of opinions on planetary war. But for me, I just take this into consideration. Okay, like the lower degrees wins the war.
Okay, so I also take the same thing.
Yeah, it becomes the winner. Okay. So this is combustion. I think we have spoken about combustion. So what is combustion? Basically, combustion means the planet is in fear.
That's true.
No, the planet is in fear. So there will be some form of inherent weakness, and then you need to look at what is the karaka. So say if sun is very close to the Mars, okay, then Mars is feared. So what does Mars represent? Mars represents courage. So this person maybe will be less courageous. And then it depends on which house this combination happens. If it happens in a Dusthasthana, which is 6th, 8th, and 12th, then worse. The problem is worse. Then what does Mars represent? Is Mars like is it the first lord, second lord, third lord? If it's like a third lord, okay, Mars again itself, it's the karaka for brother, and then it's the third lord. And then say it happens in the 12th house, then you can say that this person has some problems with the siblings.
Okay.
So that's how you interpret a horoscope. So I have ever seen a horoscope where the 5th lord, Jupiter, okay, was placed with the sun in the 6th with the sun. Okay, it's a real life scenario. Okay, it's a lady who came to see me. So I looked at the horoscope, and then it was like that. Mars was here. Okay, so there was a parivartana between 5th and 6th. Okay, her lagna is this.
Oh, okay.
Virchaga lagna. Then I asked her what is happening in the arena of children. What happened to your children? Then she said that she had miscarriages, and then she had 3 sons. First son left, second son has left. Now the third son is asking, he is planning to get a house and leave, and he doesn't want to come back to see them. So all these things, it will be reflected in the life of the person. So I tell her, go and start praying to Jupiter, the sun, Mars. Go and pray to Lord Muruga, Lord Kartikeya, Murugan, and she still keeps in touch with me, and she says that things are getting better. Wow. So of course, prayers, remedies helps. So yeah, this is how you actually analyze the horoscope. Okay, one last thing I forgot before we forget about it. How about Rahu Ketu?
they don't combust. They don't get into combustion.
They don't get into combustion.
And it's very funny, you know, when we study astrology also, it's very funny. All the planets are totally into combustion, but these two people, these two planets,
they are heroes by their nature.
Without them, without them, the astrology consultation itself is, you know, meaningless.
Yes. Okay. Now say Rahu is at, you know, 1 degree with the sun.
Okay.
Okay, it's very bad. Sun dislikes. Sun is like you know, he flexes himself with every other planet, but when he comes to Rahu, he gets feared. So now sun is eclipsed. It's known as eclipsed.
Yes.
So that's why when we have, you know, whenever the sun, Rahu, Ketu, Moon are in the same axis, you know, we have a phenomenon known as Grahanam. Okay, which is known as eclipse, which is considered inauspicious, no good. They even close the temples. So all because why? It's a very negative, inauspicious, because Rahu is now taking the lead.
That's true.
Okay, so in Grahana Dosham, you need to do a lot of prayers, remedies, meditation, and all these things. Okay, so for Rahu Ketu, it is different. They don't get combust. So sometimes you need to look. The sun represents father, so you can say, you know, what happened to your father. The moon represents mother. You can ask what happened to your mom, that kind of thing. But depending, you know, what is which lord, where's the 9th lord place, where's the 4th lord place, all these things. Because 9th lord represents father, 4th lord is the house of home, mother, and all. So, yep. So combustion is a very important topic.
Yes.
Take important consideration. Sometimes and then you will start seeing, say, Mars is also at 1 degree with the sun. What you will realize is in the all the divisional charts, Sun and Mars will start to appear together. Because they are in the same conjunction, you see, very close. They are in the same nakshatra pada. Then they will start following each other in all the other charts. So they too have a very strong relationship with one another. Then you need to start seeing what is Sun in the horoscope, what is Mars in the horoscope.
Okay.
That will start to unfold. So that's astrology. It's very interesting.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I've done.
Yes. You have covered everything at this time. I think, like, you know, this Amavas yoga. Yes, it is not at all seen as good, but it has a lot of it gives the person a lot of creative thinking. His mind is always, you know, moon is mind, and mind is always having a lot of imagination, so he can divert those thinking thought process into his career, or, you know, into if he can use it professionally, then he will do well at it. That's what I have seen. I have 2-3 people like that. So anyway, Dinesh, I'm so grateful to you for coming back and giving us a very beautiful lesson regarding combustion. And the combustion, I learned a lot from this. I knew the subject, but you gave me a lot of insights. So thank you for this time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
So this is for my Malayali audiences. If you didn't understand anything, you can ask via comments below the video. നിങ്ങൾക്കൊന്ന് മനസ്സിലായില്ലെങ്കിൽ കമന്റ് വഴി താഴെ ചോദിക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. നാളെയോ നാളത്തെ കഴിഞ്ഞോ ഞാൻ ആ കമന്റുകൾ എല്ലാം കോർത്തിണക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് ഒരു വീഡിയോ ചെയ്യുന്നതായിരിക്കും. Thanks and bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.